What is going on, guys? Justin here, and I'd just like to start off by apologizing for my voice. It's probably a little bit nasally since I'm getting over a cold, but in today's video, we will be talking about how to effectively use movement, not only to win more gunfights in Destiny, or really just FPSs in general, but mostly Destiny, but also to make sure that you survive. So, here we are on Vertigo, playing a little bit of salvage, and you guys will see how I use movement in quite a few different ways. So I'll be pointing them out as they come along, so don't worry, you won't miss anything. If you're curious, weapons I'm using are the Hawksaw and the Murmur, because I can. And if you don't know what Murmur is, it's a Year 1 fusion rifle you got from doing an Eris quest for Dark Below. And it's just kind of fun to use, honestly. So let's just get into the gameplay here. So we're at the salvage zone, we're defending it a little bit. I'm trying to use cover here as effectively as I can. This guy rushes me, I just get him with the fusion rifle before that guy does end up taking me out with the Zalo. There wasn't a whole lot I could do in that scenario, but luckily my teammate is there to keep them off and gets the revive on me. So basically in the salvage, you really just want to be able to use cover effectively and be able to outmaneuver your opponents, because it is a 3v3 scenario. And I'll take that guy out with a fusion real quick as he approached in on me. So you definitely want to make sure you're on your toes for any 3v3, because a lot of people will be tryharding, and it is absolutely imperative to stay on your toes. So I see this guy on the radar. I know he's coming around this corner somewhere. I pull up knowing that I may not be able to challenge him, but luckily I can. So I'm deciding to push up because I have a majority of my health. I have this guy tagged on the radar, so I feel safe pushing him. I know he's weak, so I go in for the kill, go to revive the teammate, but he respawns. So that is a very important thing to know, knowing when to move in and when to back out. If you know you have the advantage in a gunfight, if you know, say, your opponent is using a sniper rifle in a close range situation and you have a pulse rifle, you can definitely decide to pursue him as long as you're healthy enough. Now I see this guy on the radar again. He's weak. I can go in there and get the cleanup. So again, I have full health, I have team fire, and I feel comfortable moving in to take care of that guy. I check back on the salvage zone and see we don't really need help there. My teammates are all up by that portal, so I'm pretty much just going to dedicate myself to defending these two areas. I do see this guy on the radar. Now there are two guys here. I get tagged by a firebolt, so I'm going to back out. This is one of those scenarios where I'm weak, I'm burning, and I know if I engage, because there not only are two of them there, but because I'm weak, I'm probably going to die. So I do use the shade step to get out of that situation, and I'm able to survive and regenerate all my health, knowing that I do still have my teammates at the salvage zone, and if those guys did end up pushing the probe, I could just go to the other side and push them from that end. So we were able to hold on to that probe again. We did get pretty fortunate that they didn't decide to push up there. Again, I see this guy on my radar. I go after him. I have him tagged. I know he's weak, so I have the advantage. I miss with the fusion rifle, get tagged by the firebolt, and again, that is my cue to get out of there. I know there's teammates coming in behind him to help me clean up the kill, and because I am weak, because I'm at a disadvantage in that gunfight, I want to get out of there. And that is a problem that I know a lot of aggressive players will have, not even purposefully, but they'll just keep pushing no matter what. But part of being a very effective player is knowing when to back out of a gunfight. Like this scenario. Again, I'm weak. My opponent has the advantage in that situation, so I'm going to back out and wait for some team help. I'm going to let this guy charge, and then he ends up getting taken out by a super. Now, we're all pushed up here. There are two enemies rushing. I decided to take out this guy because he was moving in a little bit quicker. I pull back a little bit just to switch weapons so I'm not exposed, and then I take him out with a fusion. I see this guy self-res. Luckily, I had a tether, but I'm pretty sure... yeah, teammate Nova bombed him before I could do that. So we had two supers going to shut that guy down. Now I see me taking damage again. I know there's somebody in front of me, so as I run away from the guy behind me, I shade step around that guy to make sure that I do not get taken out by him. I throw a little wombo combo down there just to make sure he doesn't come up that stairwell at me, even though I did kind of miss. Now I do see a teammate has been taken out, so I'm going to just kind of see if I can find where the guy is at. I don't see him over there, so I know it's safe to go in for the revive. Now I see this guy on my radar over here. I don't quite know what he's doing, but I have him tagged on the minimap, and I have a teammate pursuing him, so I'm just going to let him take care of that. And then I got taken out by a sniper. I didn't quite see him, so that was just a good play by the sniper. There wasn't really a whole lot I could do there. He wasn't on my mini-map, and I didn't even notice him until, you know, his bullet was nice and deep in my skull. So they just made a good play on that one. But heavy ammo is coming in, so that is definitely a plus. And we got the probe defended once again, so that is definitely something else working in our favor. So now we're pushing up with heavy ammo. Really, when you have heavy, you shouldn't be afraid too much. I mean, unless you know they have heavy also. So this is definitely your chance to be aggressive. Use any sort of lateral movement you have. Use any sort of vertical movement you have to push in. Really get up in the face of your enemy, because you know you have the advantage in almost any situation because you have rockets. So I see this guy on my radar. I see him capturing the probe. I know I still have rockets, so I can be aggressive. Unfortunately, I missed the first one, and then he takes me out with a fist of panic. It happens, but that was still the correct thing to do in that scenario. I just kind of messed up. You did have the advantage in that situation if you were having rockets, and you could have pushed in there and probably gotten the kill. That was just a bad play on my part. So luckily we had a teammate there that could go in, clean it up with his rockets, and get the kill. So now we just have to defend the probe. And now it's really just a matter of letting them come to us. When you're defending an objective, don't get too aggressive. Just hang back, let them come to you, because they will. They have to. They have no other choice. So you can just kind of relax, just wait a bit. Not sure why I'm standing still, but hey, there's no one on the radar coming just yet. I do notice some people coming now, so I am going to move up a bit. Yeah, I think I had set my controller down or something, so just wanted to shade step just to be safe. Didn't know if that guy was going to challenge, so I decided to throw down the wombo. I'm just throwing that tether just to get the guy locked down, and it works, so I am able to push in and take him out with team fire. So basically, what you're going to want to do with simple movement, if you have the advantage in a gunfight, it's okay to be aggressive. It's okay to go in there and push and attack, but if you are weak, if you are unsure of whether you have the advantage or not, just use any sort of movement you have to your advantage and just nope the F out of there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Make sure you like, comment, and share if you did. And until the next one, guys, I'm out. Peace.